Um, we'll get started in just about 1 second, all right? Do me a favor, Design. Hand me that the Hebrew sword. Yeah. Cool. Mm-hmm. All right. Our Shalom Israel. Yah Bashim Yashab Ragatham. Yah Shemar Latham Bashim Yashai. It's the Sabbath service, as you know. You should be familiar with. Every Sabbath we hold a Sabbath service. Right? Friday sundown, Saturday sundown is when the Sabbath is. Go ahead and get you a plate, up. He got him in his pocket. It's real funny. But we're gonna go over what makes us separate from the other nations. You know what I mean? Like when you look at the other nations, they have no, what's the word I'm looking for? They have nothing to tell them right from wrong. You get what I'm saying? Like, they do whatever. You understand? And that's what our people are doing today. Our people, when they don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, they're like the heathen. Because they don't have nothing, they don't have a moral code. They don't have, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have something that okay, no, I can't do that. Or I can do this. Oh, cool, I can do this. Like, they don't have that. But here, when you learn the truth, right? When you learn about the law, statutes, and commandments, the commandments of the Most High, you learn, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't eat that. I can't, you get my point? But I can do this. But I can do this. And I can eat this. But amongst Asians, there's none of that. Amongst Africans, there's none of that. Amongst East Indians, there's none of that. Hell, in the ghettos, where black people and Hispanic people and Native Indian people don't know the truth, there's none of that. They get high, they get tattoos, they eat whatever, and they learn that from being among the heathen. And the reason why we are living like heathens is because we wanted to be like heathens, and the Most High scattered us amongst the heathens. You understand? So put that in the perspective. That's what we're going to be talking about. Give me 1 second, and we're gonna go into it very shortly. Excuse me. Oh. All right, let's get into it, man. So you know how it goes, Sabbath service. So myself, help me out, like this, brothers, make sure your head's not covered. Sisters, make sure your head is covered. See how that works? I imagine myself. Sabbath service. Is Tawad not to that?
Oh, okay.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. We're gonna have to get a new one though. La Yasharala. Which means to stand and face the east, rise and face the east. Oh, do me a favor, right? Plug this up, this computer. Please. All right, we're going to throw up these prayers. Make sure you got your incense burning. So we're going to throw up the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakutka. Laba'ah. Atazaka. Hayah. Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nawa, Come, Call, Yawam, Salakla Nawa, Wath Nawa, Salak Nawa, Wathi Nawa, Waha'ah, Nawa, Saiwan, Ball, Awashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Haya, Laka, Malakwa, Ha'ala, Watapara, Alumium, Amun. Give me a water, please. Please, I appreciate it. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. This is Hakak, or which is to say the power. Yahweh. Hashem. Yahushai. Babakashah. Tamanawa. Hakat. Rapa'ah. Call. Makala. Lokal. Madawa. Hakat. Latahar. Ha. Matazarayim. Hakak. Lahakwayim. Hamathium. Hakak. Ayal, Akawaf, Tamala, Garashan, Bahasham, Yahushai, the water, Aman. In English, Lord. In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. The blessings. Rakatah Yahweh, Yahushai, Wamayaka Allah, Wa'alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawap Yahana, Ha'alawapyum, Ha'sarunyum, Ha'kwatazayunyum, Ha'yayoyum, Wa'akwathyin, Yahweh, Wa'asham, Yahushai, the water, Aman. In English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohanan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And assistants. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayunya, O, Paharyum, Mayan, Gaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ai, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Warataza, O, Yethun, Lamawat, Regolka, O, Ganawam, Wala'ah, Salagya. Al-Yethun, Lamawat, Regolka, All, Ganawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Ganawam, Wala'ah, Yashun, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Zolka, Al-Yad, Yiminka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Bayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Makal, Rai, Yashamar, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Kazavka, Wa'aka, Haita, Wa'id, Abalam. In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hill. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor
The
sleep.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth,
from this time forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. One second. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
all, Namiyah,
Namiyah,
Lakah,
Lakah,
all,
Akarash,
Akarash, Ba'al, Ashikwat,
Ashakwat,
all,
Kaya,
Hana,
Hana,
Awayabika,
Awayabika,
Hamayawan,
and Wayawan,
Wa, Ma,
Shana,
Shana, Laka, Nasha'a, Wa, Ra'ash, Al, Amakah, Ayamwa, Sawada, Wa, Tazawa, Al, Tazapawanika, Amarwa, Wa, Nakakidum, Magalia, Wala, Yazakar, Shum, Nasharala, Awada, Kaya, Noah, Tazawa, La, Kadwa, Al, Nakah, Baryath, Akarathwa, Alayah, Adawam, Wa, Ashmalium, Mawaba, Agarium, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashath, Amishabia, Tazawar, Gum, Ashawar, Melawa, Aimam, Hayawa, Zarwai, Abunya, Lawat, Salat, Aisha, Laham, Hamadian, Asayah, Sarah, Kayabian, Bakal, Yashwan, Shamadwa, Bayan, Dara, Hayawa, Daman, Ladama, Shayatumwa, Nada, Yamwa, Kairab, Kazahabu, Kazabat, Katazol, Manai, Kal, Asayakumwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Narashah, Lanawa, Slaggy, Lanawa, Nawa, Alahayim, Shaitumwa, Magogala, Kakwash, Lapunya, Laka, Kaash, Labaira, Wa, Ka, Lahaba, Alahat, Haryum, Kan, Daradatma, Zairika, Wa, Basa, Lapatka, Labalam, Malah, Yaham, Pulawan, Waya, Kwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Washwa, Waya, Yahawa, Ayai, Waya, Parwa, Waya, Badwa, Waya, Aiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Badka, Aliwan, Alkal, Arataza. My emails didn't have the English summary of the Bible. So I can... Oh, that's the only one you got?
Yeah,
You said what?
oh, sloppy. He has the other ones. You just read.
I know you nice.
Yeah.
Good night, Hakim. My bad. That's fine. Man, that's the Lord. In English, keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And be
peace.
not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
Lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate
have
thee
lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel
And they take crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy
And
people.
consulted
And consulted
against thy hidden one.
against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
And they have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off.
let us cut them off.
Being a nation,
from being a
That the
nation.
name of Israel
That the name of
may be
Israel
no more remembered.
be
no more
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one
They
consent.
are confederate against thee.
They are confederate
The
against
tabernacles of Edom.
the tabernacles of
And
Edom
the Ishmaelites.
and the Ishmaelites,
Moab.
of Moab,
And the Hagarenes.
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal.
Gabal,
And Em.
and Ham,
And Amalek.
and Amalek,
The Philistines.
the Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of
So
Tyre.
also join with them.
So also is joined
Have
with
hope in the children of Lot.
they have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to
At
Jabin,
the brook of
at
Kisan.
the brook of Kazan,
Which perished at Endor.
which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the
Make their
earth.
nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red,
And like Zeid.
and like Zaid.
Yea.
Yea,
All their princes.
all their princes,
As Zabah.
as
And
Zabah,
as Zalmunna.
and as
Who
Almud,
said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of God in possession.
the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God,
Make them like a whip.
made them like a whip,
As the stubble before the wind.
as the stubble before the
As the
wind,
fire burneth the wood.
as the fire burneth the
And as the
wood,
flame set the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them
So persecute
with
them
thy tempest.
with thy
And
tempest,
make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
That
shame.
they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy
O
name,
Lord.
O Lord.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded,
Troubled.
in trouble,
Forever.
forever.
Yea.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame.
let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish,
That men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone,
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Dwell. All right, Yashabi, maybe see this. Give the Lord a hand. All right. What we someone what we just honor last night, the last 2 days. Any special events that took place? Go ahead, young brother.
Was it the holy day?
Close. The Feast of Purim, right? That's not a holy day.
My dad said it was a holy day.
That's fine. It can be easily mistaken as a holy day, but it's not a holy day. The holy days are found in Leviticus 23. You see what I'm saying? Holy days are Sabbath days. For example, Passover would be considered a holy day. The Feast of Unleavened Bread is a holy day. Feast of Booths, or AKA the Feast of Tabernacles, is a holy day. Those are listed in Leviticus 23. Feast of Weeks, you see, that's a holy day. But the Feast of Dedication is not a holy day. It's a memorial. The Feast of Purim is not a holy day. It's a memorial. But they do play a significant, we do honor those days. You understand? So the Feast of Purim is a holy day, right? Is the Feast of Purim a holy day?
No.
Get up by the hand. Why not? That's good. It's good. Because it's not found in where the holy days are listed. Fair enough? Huh? Oh yeah. My dad said. That's all right. That's okay. At least your dad tell you about holy days. Shoot. There's other. I ain't gonna get into that. He's teaching you all kind of other stuff, man. He's teaching you about holy days and this feast and that feast, and that's amazing. And you never want to take that for granted. For real. So, in the topic, you see what? You see, how did I title it?
I just see Salah.
That's the one.
The laws that separate us from the heathen, something like
Let me see what I put.
It just says Sabbath Service. I actually carry the home of the truth.
Nah, I put a title. I want to remember how I titled it.
Okay.
The law is what separates us, something to that effect.
that. I think that's what it was.
Okay, kind. The law is what separates us.
Okay. Yep.
So, when you look at, like I mentioned earlier before we threw up the prayers, you look at the state of black people the state of Hispanic people and Native American Indian people and the condition that we're in, why are we in such a low condition? Go ahead, Isaiah.
Cause we it's like I lost my train of thought. We do what heathens do.
We do what heathens do. Now, what do heathens do? Read my mind.
I mean, I don't know how you want me to word it. It's like
That's why I told you, read my mind.
I don't know. I can't. I mean, what do heathens do? I mean, they do whatever they want to do.
They do heathen things.
Huh.
What are those heathen things?
Just some examples.
Yeah. What are some things that heathens do?
Slag, if I may, if I can talk about Moab real quick.
Go ahead, dude. Moab should be like the first.
They have absolutely no dietary law. They just eat.
What's a dietary law?
What you are and are not supposed to eat.
Okay. Like your diet, right?
Come.
Okay. So break it down.
I mean, Moab, they eat whatever they eat. Like they literally eat anything. Like there's no limit. To
It really ain't.
There's no they don't
It
put
really
anything in their food. But we as the nation of Israel, we have a dietary law of things that we can and cannot eat.
I'm one of the most pickiest eaters ever, right? Sometimes stuff has to look appetizing to me. You know what I mean? Like I have to look at it and be like, damn, that look good. It'd be some things that Asians eat, and I'd be like, what the hell they thinking that, what is that? That does not look appetizing to me.
Right.
Like they eat, I mean, like, it's like they don't eat chicken or turkey.
They don't.
You know what I mean? Like they don't eat chicken wings, normal stuff. They eat goddamn octopus, and I mean that's not even as, I mean, our Hispanic brothers and sisters eat octopus, but which is a sin. But I'm saying, okay, they eat. I don't even know what to call it. They'll eat something I've never seen in my life. You know what I mean? Brothers go outside. You get what I'm saying?
Con.
Like they eat stuff I've never seen in my life. And my point is though, what separates us from them? Go ahead.
We were given the laws, like the dietary laws, by the Most High.
Mm-hmm. Right, we were given the laws of the Most High, period. Basically, my point is this. What the things, okay, get a scripture for me. Shalom, sis. Get it in the Apocrypha. It's, I'll read it real quick. Baruch 4:4. Y'all mind turning on the backlights? Actually, lie. Baruch 4:4. Go ahead, read that.
Con. O Israel, happy are we for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us.
Read it again.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
O Israel, happy are we for things that
right. O Israel, happy are we
for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us.
Things that are pleasing to God are made known to us. What is pleasing to God?
Like
What does it mean to please? Go ahead, Nathan Zach.
to satisfy
Yeah. Let's get the definition.
or to impress?
Those sound like good.
Let's see.
What does it mean to please?
I got it right here, sir.
Go ahead.
The Merriam-Webster Dictionary for the definition of please. It can also be used as pleased or pleasing, to afford or give pleasure or satisfaction.
Read it again.
To afford or give pleasure or satisfaction. To like or wish.
Mm-hmm.
To give pleasure to be the will or pleasure of.
Okay. Read the first one again.
To afford or give pleasure or satisfaction.
Satisfaction. So the things that satisfy the Most High were made known unto us. And happy are we, O Israel. That's what Baruch said. You understand? So what are the things that please the Most High, that satisfies the Most High? So where the Most High can look down, figuratively speaking, and say, good job.
When a man and his wife agree.
That's a good one. When a man and his wife agree together, right? That so alluding to marriage. Most High. What does it tell you in Hebrews? It says, marriage is honorable in all, right? In the sight of the Most High. That's something the Most High ordained, and from the beginning. So he's pleased with righteous marriages. What else? Because that's in the law. What else? Go ahead, sis.
Loving your brothers and sisters.
Loving
Compassion and mercy.
Loving your brother and sisters as yourself, right? The Lord is satisfied with brothers being merciful, right? Because if you're not merciful, why would the Most High be merciful to you? That's what Christ taught. You understand? Like, the Most High is pleased with that. But for the heading of the topic, or today's lesson, the Most High is pleased when you obey Him. The things that are made known unto us that please the Most High are the commandments. You understand? You don't want to make light of knowing about the commandments. There's many commandments other than thou shalt have no other gods before me, and thou shalt not commit adultery, and thou shalt not murder. There's more commandments than that. Did you know you're not supposed to eat an animal that dieth of itself?
Dieth of its? Oh, like eats itself?
Yeah. Say you got a farm, right?
Oh, okay.
And you raise chickens. In the law, if a chicken dies, if you go out to feed the chicken and you see some chickens just dead, you're not supposed to pluck the feathers of that chicken and cook it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a no-no. That's against the law. If you want to prepare an animal, you have to kill it.
Right.
That's in the law. Go ahead.
That's perfection too, sir. Like, you don't know what that animal died of. It could die
Exactly. Get that
fever,
brother here.
cancer.
Yeah. You don't know what that animal died of. That's how y'all perfect the Lord is.
Right.
Right? Also, you're not supposed to eat blood.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? What's blood? When you're eating food with blood in it. Go ahead, sis.
The life.
It is the life of the animal. But also, okay, give me an example of eating blood. Not Zach.
That's eating a steak rare.
Eating a steak rare is a sin. That's a sin. And you're going to get sick.
Right.
Go ahead, sis.
Is it abomination?
It is abomination. Eating blood. Go ahead.
Just like it's not fully cooked. Like it's still could be bacteria,
Mhm.
anything up in there. Like it's like
Well, you can eat it medium rare, right?
nah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Everyone's like, God, no, that is not right to do. He's not supposed to eat medium well done. I like mine well done. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure most of you do. Go ahead.
I think like some of the Hispanics, they buy You know, they sell just plain blood and they fry it and they eat it. You know how you cooking something and the blood come off and it fries, you know, that they buy that and they just fry it.
Yeah, that's yeah. Blood is the life of the animal. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that'll mess with your nervous system when you look into the science of it, right?
Okay.
But that's not stopping the other nations from doing that.
Oh.
You understand? The other nations eat, and every year in I think Wuhan, China, they have a dog eating festival. Y'all seen that?
I've seen.
That like it's like a black party, but the whole city, and they selling all kind of dog, from Chihuahua on the stick. I'm not. It's sad, but it's what they do. So like it's sad. It's like damn dogs.
Oh.
Like dogs are like pets, and you know what I mean. Protect the house, and y'all eat them. But it's not even. Also, how they kill the animal is what is really like. Shows why they're heathens. Like they beat the hell out of the dog.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They'll clobber it over the head, bah, and the dog just go into a state of shock and freeze up. Then they'll burn it alive. Real sadistic crap, man. But in the law of the Lord, we don't do that. We don't do that. The Bible says the righteous man regardeth the life of his beast. You take a beast out, man. You do it with some type of honor. You know what I mean? Like when we do the slaughter of the lamb, you see Commander Giuliani, he rubs the sheep, calms the sheep. You know what I mean? He calms it. You know what I mean? You're gonna be of good value in a minute. We're gonna use you for your purpose is not void. Then he right across the neck, righteously. But to beat the hell out of an animal, kick it, rape it, that's what heathens do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But that's evil. But they do that because they have nothing to tell them not to do that. We do. You understand? Like, not supposed to lay down with a beast. That's in our law. You understand? Like, they have sex with their animals.
Yeah.
They even have what you call those things, brothels, where they go in and have, they have a little stalls and
Yes.
they just pick the animal.
They have brothels for animals. I seen a picture on Facebook. They had pigs and G-strings.
Oh man.
And they would, like, in them brothels, they had pigs and G-strings.
What?
Yes.
Sloppy. I shouldn't be laughing.
it's not laughing like funny, but it's laughing like, wow, really? But they don't have anything to tell them not to do that.
Wow.
You understand? So that's my point. So let's go to Leviticus 18. Right? They don't have nothing to tell them not to sleep with animals, not to eat blood, not to eat pork, not to sleep with their neighbor's wife. And that's why the heathen are heathen. Right? Get the definition of the word heathen for me, please. In the Merriam-Webster. Bible shot. We're going to read it in the Hebrew.
Salaki, I got an advertisement.
Huh?
I said Salaki, I got an advertisement. I don't know why.
I got it right here.
Oh, you got it?
The definition of heathen: an unconverted member of a people or nation who does not acknowledge the God of the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
an uncivilized or irreligious person.
A what? Uncivilized person. Israelites are civilized. When we follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, we are civilized. You see? We have do's and don'ts. That's say Leviticus 18, go to Leviticus 20. It's like it. Right? We went over this a little bit the other week, right? But I want to go into what we didn't touch on. Leviticus 20 and 10, all right? But we went over 10. We're going to go over the verses after it, all right? We're not going to go into adultery today.
The book of Leviticus chapter...
No, I got to read it in Hebrew.
Okay, come.
No, you good. Leviticus 20 and 10 in the Hebrew. Bear with me. Twenty and 10. Wa'ayash ashar ya na'at ath ashath ayash ashar ya na'at ath ashath ra'ihwa mawath ya wamath hana'at waha na'apath wa'ayash ashar yashakab ath ashath Abiwa, Arawath, Abiyawa, Gala, Mawath, Yawamathwa, Shana Yahum, or Shan Yahum, Dum Yahum, Bum, Wa'ayash, Ashar, Yashakab, Ath, Kalathwa, Mawath, Yawamathwa, Shan Yahum, Thabal, Aishwa, Dum Yahum, Bum, Wa'ayash, Ashar, Yashakab, Ath, Zakar, Mashakabya, Asha, Thawaiba, Aishwa, Shunyahum, Mawath, Yawamathwa, Dum Yahum, Bum, Wa'ayash, Ashar, Yaquak, Ath, Asha, Wa'ath, Ama, Zama, Hawa'ah, Ba'ash, Yashar, Pawa, Athwa, Wa, Ath, Hun, Wala'ah, Thahaya, Zama, Baka, Rakam, Wa'ayash, Ashar, Yathan, Shaka, Bathwa, Baba, Hama, Mawath, Yawamath, Wa'ath, Haba, Hama, Thaha, Ragwa, Wa'asha, Ashar, Thaqwa, Rab, All, Call, Bahama, Labaya, Atha, Waharagath, Ath, Hasha, Wa'ath, Haba, Hama, Mawath, Yawamathwa, Da, Ma, Dum Yahum, Come, Waya, or it's like a Wa, Yash, Ashar, Yaquak, Ath, Akathwa, Bath, Abiyawa, Awa, Bath, Amar, Wa, Ra'a, Ath, Arawath, Watha, Wahaya, Thara'a, Ath, Arawathwa, Kasad, Hawa'a, Wa, Na, Karth, Wa, La, Ayanaya, Bunya, Aiman, Arawath, Achthawa, Gala, Iwanawa, Yasha. All right, go ahead and read that for me in English, please.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committeth, Salakia, the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife.
Right, are we clear on what that means, right?
Come.
So listen, young brother. In the future, never, ever, ever, ever deal with someone else's woman. I'm saying it as PG as possible. He like, what? Trust me. May those words forever stick in your spirit. Get your own woman.
Right.
You understand? She got a man. She got a boyfriend. Leave her alone. Got me? So I will never deal with another man's woman. Tell me.
I would never deal with another.
Say it louder.
Yeah, you don't sound too sure.
I would never.
I will never.
Oh,
I will never.
It's all right. I will never.
I will never deal with another man's woman.
I'm saying it with me. I will never
I would never
Deal.
deal
with another
with another
man's woman. Because you're a young man. You're a young man, right?
Right.
You becoming a man. And we got to teach our youth what's right. Instead of bashing in the head the wrong thing, we should be able to teach them the right thing. So that's why I had the brother say it with me. That's what I tell my son that.
Right.
I don't eat pork. Say it. I don't eat pork. He don't even know what pork is. But when someone say, you want some of this? He gonna say, is this pork? They gonna say, yes. I don't eat pork. You feel me? I don't do that. So when the girl said, I have a boyfriend, but I like you, I will never deal with another man's woman.
Right.
You feel me? For real though. Because he won't. You won't, right?
Nope.
Because, boy, I don't think you want the Most High to visit you.
Right.
Nah.
You understand? It's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You see? Never, ever deal with another man's woman. Keep reading.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife.
You know why you never deal with another man's woman? Why?
Because the
That's okay.
you don't want
Just try your best.
you don't want the
First thing that helps you, just say it.
the Lord
Just say it.
you don't want the Lord to come visit you.
Yeah, give him a hand. See, look, out of the mouth of babes. You see? Out of the mouth of babes. Listen. This is why. You listening? Keep reading.
Come on. Another man's wife,
Uh-huh.
even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife,
Uh-huh.
the adulterer and the adulteress.
The adulterer, meaning the man who gets with another man's woman, and the adulteress, meaning the woman who went behind her husband's back. What's going to happen to them?
Shall surely be put to death.
You know what death is? What is it?
Death is something that
Make it simple. You don't have to give me what is death?
death is
Like if I asked you, what does it mean to be afraid? What would you tell me?
fear.
Yes. You see, I just gave fear. So what does it mean? What is death?
Losing your soul.
No. Okay. What does it mean to be afraid?
Scared.
To be scared. You see how you answered that? To be afraid means to be scared. Death means you...
Die?
Exactly. Give him a hand.
Right.
You see that? Go ahead. But
Verse
you
11.
see the point, young brother?
Yep.
The reason why you don't want to ever deal with another man's woman, no matter how she looks, if she has a man, she's hideous to you.
Right.
Oh, no.
Right.
You understand? You're going to get a job one day. Hopefully we're not here in 10 years. I hate this kingdom.
Right.
But if you're here, you're going to get a job at somewhere, and some girl's going to, she's going to try, hey, what's your name? Jaden. I always say Jacob because you are Jacob. But Jaden, whoop-de-whoop. I like you, Jaden. But Jaden, she has a woman. I mean, a man. She might have a damn woman.
Really?
Right? In that case, you can save her and her woman's life. And rib them both. Bring them home, man. Oh, man. Bring them home. Assuming they're Israelites, of course. But my point is, she got a man. You always remember in the back of your head, I'm so serious. I know brothers laughing, but I'm serious. Remember that. Never deal with another. I will never. And you made that promise. You see what I'm saying? You said before, this is the Lord's house. This ain't mine. This ain't my words. I ain't write this. I'm only, 27. You understand what I'm saying? 26, 27. Good night. I don't even know. 20 something. I'm in there. I'm here, but I'm not thousands of years old, which is what these records are. You see, these records are ancient. I didn't come up with this. I'm just a messenger. You see what I'm saying? So you always remember that. Anybody watching at home, always remember that. Now, here's my point. East Indians cannot tell their sons that. What do I mean by that? Go ahead.
Because they don't have that law.
They don't have that. They don't have, first of all, they don't have a God that will give them things that are pleasing to him. Like they have, East Indians specifically have they worship rats. They believe they reincarnate into anything. You get what I'm saying? Like they believe they die and they'll return as a damn pumpkin. That's what they believe. They'll die and come back as a rat. That's what they believe.
Right.
That is not, factual. In the Bible, you die and you come back. You follow the sea line over and over and over. Every 3-4 generations, you come back. You understand? But they believe something totally different. But my point is, an East Indian man, he's not going to tell his son, never sleep with another man's woman. Right? You're going to teach her if you like her. If y'all like each other, go for it, buddy. Right? But in here, we learn the things that please the Lord. Your life should be centered around pleasing God. When you please God by doing the right thing. When you do the right thing, you please God. It's simple. Simple math. You should live your life wanting to satisfy the Most High. You don't want to be the person that angers the Lord.
Right.
That pisses the Most High off. Being a smoke in his nose. You understand? One who the Most High has plans to violently kill. The Most High gonna take you out in your sleep.
Right.
Most High gonna stump you. He gonna smash you, man. However way he sees fit. Like, I'm tired of that guy down there. Get rid of him. And the angels gonna get rid of you. And they gonna love it. Because they love pleasing the Most High. You understand? That's what separates us from the nations. What pleases the Lord was made known unto us. Keep reading. And adultery is one of those things. Let's get a little bit more. Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 12. And if a man lie with his daughter, Slack with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusion.
Wait, where you at?
So like I was on verse 12.
Leviticus 20 and 12.
So like I think I
Please skip.
no, so like I'm gonna read 11 all over again.
Come on,
It's
go
in
ahead.
the middle of it. So like verse 11. And the man that lieth with his father's wife hath uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them
The
shall
man that layeth with who?
with his
You're in
with
Leviticus. What chapter you in?
on I'm on chapter 20 verse 11.
Go ahead.
And the man that lieth with his father's wife hath uncovered his father's nakedness.
Uh huh.
Both of them shall surely be put to death.
What does that mean? Go ahead.
That means to die.
Yeah, it does. Death means to die. We don't want to die, right? We want to live as long as possible. Go ahead, Nazar.
So if I was to die, or if I wasn't to die, and Jaden was to lay with one of my wives,
Mm-hmm.
then
That's a sin.
yeah.
That's wrong.
That's weird.
Exactly.
This, hey,
Exactly.
for real.
Next time. But yes, that is very
Yeah,
weird.
we're playing up.
You don't want to be a weirdo, right? Go ahead.
Kind. Verse 12. No Salaki. Their blood shall be upon them.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind,
Now, if a man lie also with mankind, read on,
as he lieth with a woman,
as he lieth with a woman.
both of them have committed an abomination.
So, why did Joe Biden, or any president, but Joe Biden specifically, swear on the Bible when he was inaugurated into office? When the first thing that he did was pass a bill protecting gay rights. When this scripture condemns the act of man on man. You see that? It's wrong. What is your gender?
Boy.
You're a boy. You're a male, right? Can that change? Can you become a girl? No. You will never be a girl. And in school, this is what they teach you. They're going to teach you. They're going to teach the youth. You can be whatever you want, Jaden. You can be a girl, Jaden. You don't have to be Jaden. You could be Jessica, Jaden. You ever tried on heels, Jaden? Don't allow that. You are a boy. You're a male. You're a man. You're going to be a man. That's what the Most High created you to be. You understand? You get my point? Like, really feel me now. I'm locked in on you. You're the most important man in the room right now.
Right.
You're the youth. They attack the youth. What do they do? What do they do in school?
Sometimes they learn to fight, sometimes argue,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah. It's I know school, man. I've been there. I was there for how many years is that? You know what I mean? I did my time. School is like doing time damn near. I couldn't wait to get out of high school. You know what I mean? But now it's worse. Now they're teaching your children to be gay, to be homosexual, to be transgender. You know what a transgender is?
yes,
What is that?
it's say if you're a boy and you're a trans woman, you want to be a girl, so you
Yeah.
be a girl.
You see that, right? I asked my daughter, she's about your age. How old are you?
9.
9? Yeah, we'll get back to that. She's like 10, 11. I'm not good with days and the years. I don't even know my own damn. But my point is,
Oh God.
she up there, bruh. She old enough to understand and write and type and have a conversation with me. But I texted her randomly. I said, I said, her name is Nia. I said, what's your gender? She put a question mark. She put it. I said, what's your gender? Girl? And she said, I'm a girl. And I said, are you sure? She's like, yes. What do you mean, am I sure? I was like, I'm just making sure that you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure that you know, and that you don't even question whether or not you're your sex, your gender. Because you know there's no more Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. It's just potato heads. You see? Yeah, Ali. Go ahead.
Slag, if I may, I know they for Hispanics, I know it was like Latino, Latina, and now it's like, I don't even know what it's like, Latinette or something. I don't know.
Latin X.
Latin, whatever that is. Because they're trying to remove if you're a Latino male or Latina female. They just want to cut it all out.
Hey, read Revelation 11 and 8. You got to understand that this place is Antichrist. This place is Antichrist. It's against the Most High. And you got to be also get Psalm 94:16. Read Revelation 11 and 8.
Come. The book of Revelations, chapter 11, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Go ahead.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. This, where we are right now, we've seen the Egypt part. We live the Egypt part every day. We live the Egypt part in the cotton fields. We lived out bondage here. You understand?
Come.
Now, we seeing the Sodomite, the spirit of Sodom rest here. This is Sodom. Like the wickedness of this place surpasses the Sodom of old.
Right.
That's why the destruction is going to surpass the destruction of old. You get what I'm saying? So like, read Revelation 11 and 8 one more time.
Come. The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Where also...
And what does it mean their dead bodies shall lie in the street?
What is
You ever heard the term, the walking dead?
Come.
Like they're alive, but they're dead spiritually. This whole verse is talking about spiritually. It's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. They are spiritually dead. That's what the Valley of Dry Bones was about. It said our people are dead. They have no flesh. You understand? Go ahead.
So the Walking Dead?
Not zombies, but they are zombies. If you don't have the truth in you, you're dead.
Dude,
You're dead inside.
I'm not dead.
No, if you don't have the truth in you. That's all right. If you don't, what is the truth?
Running and following the Lord.
Yes. Who is the truth?
The Lord.
Who is that? Yahushua. You know who Yahushua is?
Yeah, but
Is Yahushua the Most High? I want you to, I'm talking to you so you remember these things. Don't forget what we're saying, all right? Who is Yahushua? Is he God?
yes.
No. Who is God?
Yahusha?
No. God is the Most High. What's the Most High's name?
Shalom?
Shalom. What does shalom mean? Shalom means peace.
Second one is Yahweh.
Right. The second word you use in the salute, which is a prayer, we say Yahweh Bahasham, which is in the name Bahasham Yahushai. So we say the Most High in the name of Yahweh Shai. So the Most High is God. He's over Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai said, I am the truth. You see that? So if someone doesn't follow the teachings of Christ, they are dead inside. Do you understand? So is Yahweh Shai the Most High? No. Who is the Most High?
God.
God, give his brother a hand. Gotta learn those things. That's okay. Right? So, we learned that this place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Now, what makes this place Sodom? What was going on in Sodom? Go ahead.
It's like a lot of homosexuality and unlawful sex.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. Unlawful sex. Was it just man on man, woman on woman? What else was it?
If I may, man on beast.
Man on beast.
Man or woman on child.
Right, pedophilia. Oh man, damn. I hate the thought of that. Pedophiles. Like, when you make laws to protect the LGBTQ plus community, you're supporting pedophilia. Straight up and down. Because you know what they saying? You know what you teach? There was a commercial that came out years ago. And it's when they first legalized gay marriage. Before, like, you know, like, not even 10 years ago. Earlier than that. Almost 10 years ago. Wow. It was like this state passed for gay marriage. Right? Then it was this state passed. It was state here, state there. It's not legal here. It's not legal here. But it is legal in Manhattan. It is legal here. But what happened is Obama said, all of America. Right? And then they lit the White House as a rainbow. As a declaration of, we support gay rights. You understand? Mm-hmm. So, when there was back to that commercial, they said, it was like a big X-ray thing. Y'all remember? Y'all let me know if y'all remember that. It was like a big X-ray. And all you can see behind that, it's a crowd of people in front of the X-ray. Right? In San Francisco, of course, where they had the gay Whopper. Good night. Y'all ever seen that?
That's a
gay Whopper? Nigga, please. Anyways. So it's two people behind the X-ray. And they come out, and it's two females. Because all you see is the bones and whatnot, right? And they come from behind, and everybody's like, oh my God. Right? Because what they're trying to say is, you know, love is love. Mm-hmm. You're right? You didn't know that. It was you looking at the outside. I love this person, right? So, which, you know, I never really understood how a woman would be lesbian. She would get with a woman who is pretending to be a man. Like, you can just get with a man. You know what I mean? Like, makes no sense to me, but there's something wrong with me. Because I don't want to celebrate Halloween. But nonetheless. Then they did it with men. Men came out. It was two men. Right? And now the pedophiles, their whole slogan is, love is love. But now pedophiles are coming out. I can't help that my sexual orientation is to that of an adolescent. That's what their argument is. You understand? Grown men, grown women being attracted to little children. You see? But they're going to use the same thing that the man on man uses. Love is love. That women use. Love is love. Go ahead.
You know, remember before the Obama thing,
Mm-hmm.
they did have specific states that was allowing people was traveling to different places
Right.
to get married because it wasn't legal here in California, whatever yet.
Right.
And they was traveling to those places that let them get married.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
It wasn't always anywhere.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Now everywhere has a gay parade. The Joe Biden's on his first day in office, he passed a bill to protect gay rights, to give them more. You get what I'm saying? Like Obama was openly the first gay president. They made a Time magazine. It was like the first gay president because he passed the gay rights movement. He didn't do nothing for black people. You know what I'm saying? He did it for gay rights. Then you got people saying love is love. Well, what you gonna tell a pedophile? Are homosexuals against pedophilia? You can't be. Because they believe in what you believe in. They believe in love is love. No, but that's a child. Okay, but that's a damn man. Where do you draw right from wrong? You're a man sleeping with a man. How you gonna tell somebody else they can't sleep with children? So you support pedophilia. You get what I'm saying? That's what was going on in Sodom.
Right.
That's what was going on in Gomorrah. You know how many cities were destroyed in Sodom and Gomorrah? You know Sodom is a city in itself. Gomorrah is a city in itself. You know that, right?
Right.
So how many cities were destroyed? Go ahead, now, Zach.
I got two numbers in my head right now.
He said I got two numbers in my head.
First one is 50 and the second one is 17.
Woo! Where you get them numbers from?
I don't know. It's just like, I'm trying to dig up something.
I got you. Let me see. Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 6. Someone read that. And then you hold where you at, that's Zach.
Okay, got it.
Wisdom of Solomon.
10 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? 10 and 6. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 6.
Go ahead.
When the ungodly perished.
When the ungodly perished. Hold on, let the sister get there.
Oh, sloppy.
Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 6. Go ahead now.
The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
When the ungodly perished,
Uh-huh.
she delivered the righteous man.
Right. She is referring to wisdom, which really is just allegorical or a metaphor. But the Most High, right? Read.
Who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities.
Which fell down on how many cities?
The 5 cities.
The 5 cities. Now, let's name those 5 cities. You had Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim. Let me find out the 5th one. Been a while since I went into that one. Read that again.
Khan. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 6. When the ungodly perished, she delivered the righteous man, who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities.
So it was Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim, and Zoar, other known as Bela, which is known as cities of the plain. You get what I'm saying? But the 2 main cities that it was Sodom and Gomorrah. You get what I'm saying? But it was 5 cities the Lord destroyed. 5 cities where they were raping children. You get what I'm saying? Raping, period, is a sin. Being pedophiles and nasty freaks. That's where we at today. Transgenders. That was in Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's like, I just had a quick question. So, was it mostly talking about Sodom and Gomorrah? Were they the 2 biggest cities?
Those are the vocal points of the destruction.
They were okay, come.
Mm-hmm. That's like when the Lord destroyed America. Like, I can't say whoever gonna write that out. You know what they're gonna say, but they might say the major cities in America. You know what I mean?
Kind of.
But go ahead. Back in Leviticus.
Okay.
Leviticus 20.
Okay.
Like that transgender spirit there's something like real off about it. Like I be looking at, like say, you know, on Netflix, you know how it'll play the preview of something before you click it? And I was looking at, it was just so happened to be on this, I don't even know, RuPaul. You know RuPaul, right?
Okay.
Like he got his own show.
Right.
And it's about drag queens. Man. And it's big, muscular, swole, feminine, makeup wearing men identifying as women. And you gonna tell me that God is okay with that? It don't even look right. It don't look right. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the society that we live in, where they are teaching you that's okay. Listen, this place has to go.
Right.
Like Christ has to come back. That's why when we say in the prayer and the curses, let Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers. One, to deliver us, but two, to destroy this place. You get what I'm saying? This is not a place for us. This place is not set up for people who want to follow God.
Right.
It's for people who want to follow Satan. Right? Go ahead, Dr. Zach.
So like, sir, I wanted to add on what you were saying. Not only does he have that show, he has a movie, I think it's on Netflix, where he has a child, and he's going into his drag stage, and the child is like following in his footsteps. So he takes the child on the road, and they're doing the whole drag thing with the child. Like it's insane. Man.
Listen, they are pedophiles. I've seen like, okay, them gay parades, right? There's some gay parades where, you know, the parades are gay.
Right.
It's like I have to. But they, you know, it's a bunch of grown men. I remember, you know, being from Los Angeles, I remember being in downtown LA and being, you know, just gonna go get me like a chain or something. But they was having a gay parade. I kid you not. There was a butt naked. I mean, the men, things swinging. I'm like, oh, what the hell? It's kids out here.
What the hell?
It's people walking with their children. And it's the whole Broadway, right? I think between 5th and 6th was a parade of gay men, butt naked. Maybe painted their face, but their private parts were out. Now, guess who was protecting them? The police. Right? But what happened to indecent exposure? That's what I was thinking. I said it out loud. I'm like, man, there's kids out here. Then, to my surprise, which I shouldn't have been surprised, they had kids in the parade, dressed in booty shorts, walking around, men with their rod out. You get what I'm saying? And then they huddle around the child, and the little 10-year-old little boy start twerking.
Man, nah.
Man, I ain't making that up.
No, Slugger, I believe you.
No, I know. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying in general. I'm not making this up.
Slugger, I'm not from California, so this is kind of like new to me. I'm like, what?
Listen, it's going on wherever you're from.
I I know.
But it must have started this. It's like the holy mecca of sodomites is San Francisco.
Man.
Let me think about that. Yeah, I don't think there's any place on the planet gayer than San Francisco. That's where like, man, you know what I mean? So that's where they had the gay Whopper. You go on YouTube, and you go read about Sodom and Gomorrah, and then you watch them videos about how people interviewing them, like, okay, why are we out here? What's going on out here? Oh, it's gay rights and whoop-de-woo, gay pride, and they talking, and and you just listen to them, like, wow, like this is where we live. You know what I mean? The Most High got it. The Most High got to visit this place.
Man.
That's why the Most High shut down everything with coronavirus. And listen, it's gonna get worse. Coronavirus is the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. It's gonna be more plagues. It's gonna be more destruction. There's gonna be more earthquakes. There's gonna be more tsunamis. It's gonna be things that happen to this society to break down this society and usher in the return of Christ. Because in the kingdom of Christ, where Israelites will rule and live in peace, there will be no man on man. There will be no gay parades. There will be no lesbians. There will be no pedophiles. And that's why we come to class. That's why we put on our boots. That's why we go to camp. That's why we teach. That's why we're taught. Because we don't want to be in this condition anymore. It's sick. People have mental illnesses. They have demons on them. Go ahead, sis.
You know, I'll be watching Jerry Springer and
Oh my God.
those gay guys on there, they are so aggressive and they do not take no for an answer. But the first thing I don't understand, how a straight man gonna know this ain't a man? You know,
Oh my God.
They swear they didn't know, and they on there. Now they want to find it in the gay person. They like, no, I'm having you, and you know, and you're like, no, you're a man. I ain't like that. But how do you, as soon as they walk on the stage, I said, that's a damn man.
Right.
You know, I said, that's a man. You know, and they spend hours and all night with them, and they don't know they're a man.
No,
because they had their penis tucked and said, no, you can't get it from the front. The other day, one of them said, I told him he couldn't get it from the front because I'm a virgin, so I just gave him oral sex. And all the time, he didn't know that was a man.
No way in hell.
He just like that.
No way.
They just like it.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm a virgin, you know, so you can't get it from the front. I'll just give you oral sex. And talking deeper than...
I got here. Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I think that's
from the Allstate commercial.
Oh,
What's his name?
I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Talking about I didn't know he was a woman.
Yeah, but they so aggressive. But
Or a man.
The first thing, I don't know why the straight guy can't know that's a man.
Because he ain't straight.
That's it gotta be.
He ain't. I've known
Wake
you.
up in a wig. That don't do nothing for the Adam apples and those little stubs and
Yes.
thing going on.
Hands.
Big feet and them big old hands. Come on now. Oh my goodness.
Man, go ahead, Ike.
Slocky.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's
Slocky,
like,
if I may, sir, just to go on with what you're saying, literally like the hell that we live in.
mm-hmm.
I got into an argument, literally, I kid you not, 2 days ago at my slave, and the argument is, I kid you not, I can't make this up. The argument was, would you, as a man, have sex with another grown man for $1 billion? So of course I said no, but this is the part that killed me though. This is the part that killed me. I kid you not, every single dude in there looked at me like I was crazy. They was like, are you serious? They asked me, are you stupid? That's what they said. Stupid. And I was like, are you serious?
Right.
And they was like, it's $1 billion. You could do anything with $1 billion. I said, I can't get my manhood back.
Right.
That's gone.
Okay, put no price on that.
And then their excuse was, well, with that kind of money, I could just go off to a what do they call it, like a remote island by myself. And I'm like, so you gonna hide yourself? Because you ashamed. No, I'm not ashamed. I was like, yes you are.
Man.
it was just, but just to see that like they look at you crazy for not wanting to sleep with another man, even if it's for money.
Right.
They look at you like you the idiot.
Right. And where you at? Where you working at?
I work in the Navy.
And listen,
I'm in Esau's.
and they will sleep with the man. And that's the few, the proud,
Yeah.
the Marines, who they show in the movies, shooting up stuff, and I will sleep with a man. $1 billion, I'll do it for $100. That's their attitude.
One of them said that too.
They said that. I bet they did.
Hell.
But back to that whole Maury thing, and or not Maury, no, even Maury. But Jerry Springer was worse. You know, he was a Jewish dude. He exploited on a lot of black households for entertainment. But my point is, they know there's no way in hell that, because they'd be like, I have something to tell you. I'm a man. Get out of town. He knew. You get what I'm saying? And the transgender knew that he knew. It's just entertainment. You get what I'm saying? And like, that's my point. This society, we're reading in the laws of God. And this is why the church is set up to say, the law is done away with, the law is done away with, because they're teaching you it's okay to be gay. It's okay to sleep with men's wives. God loves you no matter what. Because guess what transgenders do? They pray to God. Oh my God. Lord help me. That should not be in your vocabulary. You are an enemy to God. Joe Biden is an enemy to the Lord. And guess what? Somebody got to tell him that. Somebody got to teach the truth. Get Psalm 94:16. Remember we called for that earlier. Right? This is what the Bible says. Like people who transgress the law of the Lord, women who commit adultery, women who are whores, men who are whoremongers, like they don't think anything is going to happen to them for what they do. They're happy, they living their life. You know, they're looking at you crazy because you won't sleep with a man for $1 billion. Right? They're looking at you crazy. Go ahead.
Back to what he said about the $1 billion. Even, if something, he would have took, I'm just saying, would have took that offer, even though he like, oh, I would take that money, but I know I'm straight, so I'm going to be straight. Even with that scripture that the Lord said he'll turn you over to that reprobate mind, because what you think you're doing is, like, I don't know, a reprobate mind, like even when he thought he'd be able to just do that and go back straight, God would not let him go back straight. He would, and that would be his punishment.
Right.
It says something to the fact that, the reprobate mind is like, what you're doing, you thinking it's right, so he just continue to let you keep doing it, and that'll be your punishment, and that's what you'll get destroyed in.
And how you know you're gonna live to spend that $1 billion? Right. You can get AIDS and die in a month.
Right, yes.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? You can puncture a nerve and die instantly. Man, oh man, like, oh my God. Go ahead.
Okay.
So like,
No, you swab, sir.
go ahead, read that.
Right. The book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Right, that's the Most High is asking. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Read on.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
And that's what we do. You see what I'm saying? We stand up against the workers of iniquity. We're the ones standing against the evildoers. Who are the evildoers? The doers of evil. What's evil? We're reading about it. So let's go back to Leviticus. This is what separates us. This is what makes us separate. This is what separates us. This is what makes us holy. You about to say that?
No, I didn't know you was posing it as a question.
Oh, okay.
I was looking, I was like,
That's a like it.
I was like,
Holy. You understand? And they do what makes them
wicked,
wicked, heathens,
evil,
I would never
Unholy?
unholy. Ooh. Ding, 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 ding. Right? Kind, wicked, unholy heathens. That's what they are. See how I did that? Wicked, unholy heathens. I'm going to start saying that. Good night. But let's read that. Oh, go back in Leviticus, right?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 12. And if a man verse 13. And if a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Their blood shall be upon them. Read on.
Verse 14. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you.
Right? Y'all understand that, right? You can't get with a woman and her mother. Go ahead.
I'm gone. Verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast.
Read that again.
Verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death.
If a man lie with the animal, he shall surely be put to death. Right? A woman as well. Read on.
And ye shall slay the beast. Verse 16.
You hear that, right? That poor animal who you held against his will has to die now. You understand? The animal has to die. Because some sicko laid with, and you know where they do that a lot? In South and Central America. Our brothers down there tripping, man. Chickens, horses, dogs, sleeping with animals. Go ahead, sis.
would that be kind of like, I mean, because it's in put the beast to death also. I mean, would that be like kind of like the adulterer and adulteress being put to death, or just
Yeah,
why is
because, I
being
mean,
put to death?
the Lord is ridden confusion. Because like now they do a lot of, Esau is the devil, he's gene splicing, and you seeing goats come out looking like half humans. You know what I mean? Like, what happens if that man's seed touches the egg of a goat? Like, you know what I mean? It's high, like, it's disgusting. Like, so the Lord, like, you gotta kill the animal. You know what I mean? Because if not, something gonna come out of there looking like, what the hell? Go ahead.
So is that like the Lord just like getting rid of all the evil right there?
Getting rid of all of it.
Okay, come.
Like for example, if I buy oranges and I see one moldy orange in there, I'm not eating none of it. I'm getting rid of all of it. You get what I'm saying? Or buy some damn strawberries, and one of them strawberries is a little fuzzy. Nah, I throw it all away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get rid of it, because the Bible said a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. So, but keep reading that.
Okay. Verse 16. And if a woman approach unto if a woman approach unto any beast,
If a woman approach unto any beast
and lie down thereto,
and lay down with the animal,
thou shalt kill the woman
you hear that, right? Go ahead.
and the beast.
And the beast. And that's what goes on here in America, man. That's next, man. They're gonna legalize that. They're gonna legalize woman and animal. You see? That's what they're pushing for. They're pushing this play. They want you to be a freak. They want you to be a freak. Tyler Perry. What Kendrick Lamar say? You can't act like no. They only got Tyler Perry famous. Like, this place is so wrong and moral. It has no morals. It has no. You know. That's why when you talk to people who are not in the truth or don't care about God and the Bible or anything like that, like, man, go ahead, sis.
Even Tyler Perry, when it just see him like doing it, on the interview or something, he normal talk. He sound like a woman.
Yeah.
He's not even. He's
not masculine.
Picture him. Yeah, he's not masculine anymore.
Right.
He never was, because I always known him at whatever.
Medea, yeah.
Right. So
he's Medea inside. He's a transgender.
Yeah.
He just, no, it's just for play. No, you do that a little too good.
Yeah, and he doesn't, like in that movie Why I Got Married, he don't even look right with Janet. I mean, he's just like a woman, just like two women together. I mean, there's no masculine.
Yeah, he looked like he's soft.
It's just nothing
Big
about him.
6'5", whatever he is. Sodomite, man. But that's where we live, man. But what we got to do is, I encourage you to, just get in your studies. I encourage you to get in your studies. Because the more you read, the more you study, the stronger you building yourself. Building yourself up. You want to go read about, like, for example, man, you go through stuff throughout the week. Stuff stress you out, right? Mm-hmm. Stuff irritates you. Stuff, oh my God, damn, again, I can't win for losing. You know what I mean? But you got to go back to, you got to understand what Christ meant when he said, if any man follow me, let him take up his what? Someone get that. I think Matthew 10 and 34. Matthew 10 and 34. Something very interesting that stood out to me in my studies.
You said 10 and 34?
Yeah, try Matthew 10, 34.
Think not that I am come.
No, that's not it. Matthew 10 and, I'll be the last precept. 10 and 38.
38?
Come.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 38.
Uh-huh.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Right, he that taketh his cross, right? Go ahead.
Verse 39.
No. Read it again.
Come. He that taketh up his cross and
read it again.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Who is Christ talking to? Go ahead.
Israel.
Mm-mm.
So you mean like literally what's going on?
Yeah, who was he talking? We're reading about who he was literally talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get. That's the point I'm trying to convey.
Okay.
Who was Christ talking to? Go ahead, sis.
Those, like, people doing wicked, like gay, lesbian, and stuff like that.
He that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
The heathens?
It's like, I just want to, is he talking to a specific person right now? Oh wait, I don't know. I'm just
Go ahead, Nazar.
He's talking to the 12 apostles.
He's talking to his disciples and brothers around who are Israelites, but specifically his disciples. My point, okay, now what empire are they under? The Roman Empire, right? Now, the Romans practiced what to those who offended the Roman authority? What did they do?
They're crucifying.
They crucified people. Crucifixion. And crucifixion was that of, it was okay, it's borderline, actually it's not even borderline, it was torture.
Right.
It was a method of torture, right? To bang rusty nails in your hands and feet. I don't know if you ever heard if you ever heard of asphyxiation.
I heard of it, I don't know what it means.
Okay, asphyxiation is the most common reason of death when crucified. Because of your body weight, the breathing is harder. Your lungs and everything is working harder, and it's painful. Every breath is painful because your body weight. You see? Imagine nails in you, and like each breath is like painful. You feel me? So, but before they were actually crucified, it was a Roman custom to make you carry your cross after they beat you, after they scourged you. You have to carry your cross to your death.
Right.
And then on the cross, what they would do, they would bash your legs in and break your legs. And then you would almost die immediately, but you would suffer. But put yourself in Peter's shoes. Put yourself in James' shoes. Put yourself in John's shoes, the disciples' shoes. Follow me? And Christ said, he that taketh not his cross. How did that hit home to them? They've seen people crucified in their life. You understand? I got you. They've seen people crucified. They've seen people suffer on them crosses. So Christ said, he that taketh not his cross. So they thinking, damn, what does he mean? Like, you gotta suffer? Yes, you have to serve the Lord even if it leads to your death. That's how faithful and loyal you have to be to the Most High in Christ. You have to take your cross. You're gonna go through some sufferings. You understand? You're gonna go through it. But if you don't do that, if you drop your cross, you're not worthy of Christ. Because hey, I ain't gotta tell you what Christ went through.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But imagine the disciples in that time hearing that. If you don't take your cross, you're not worthy of me. The disciples were willing and ready. Okay, we're gonna suffer for this. Because the disciples, you read Acts, read the book of Acts. After Christ, the disciples kept teaching. They kept teaching, but as they was teaching, men came up against them. Men beat them, men killed them, men threw them in prison, angels busted them out of prison. All kind of stuff was going on in Acts. People was getting healed by Peter's shadow. That's how powerful Peter was. His shadow hit you, you was healed, or whatever illness you had. Imagine that. So, you keep that in mind, man. Like, living in this place and having to see and hear about transgenders and gays and adultery and bestiality and incest and, holidays, that's suffering in itself. You know what I mean? It really is. But do you know how you get gold? Gold, do you know the process of gold?
Do I know?
Gold, when you dig up gold don't look like that pretty,
Right.
you get my point?
Okay.
Glorious looking chunk of gold.
Right.
Nah, it's dirty. Got all types of, it's dirty. And the only way you can clean it is through fire. You are the gold, and the Most High is putting fire to you to make you that perfect wedge of gold. You get what I'm saying? How do I know that? Get Isaiah 13 and 10. And then, Itazam, you give me Ecclesiastes 2. Is it 13 and 10? It's 13 and 12.
Oh, God. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fire. Salakias, than fine gold.
Read it again.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Go ahead.
Even a man than the golden wedge of
fair.
Of fair.
Right. The Most High is going to make you like more precious than fine gold. Damn. More precious than fine gold, because gold is amazing. Right? But how is he going to make you fine gold? Read Ecclesiastes 2 and 5.
Khan. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 5. For gold.
For what?
For gold.
What happens with gold?
Is tried.
Is what?
Is tried.
One more time.
Is tried.
It's tried. Read on.
In the fire.
In the what?
In the fire.
In the fire of what?
And acceptable men.
And acceptable men.
In the furnace.
And the what?
In the furnace.
Of what?
Of adversity.
Of affliction.
Of adversity.
Of suffering.
Of adversity.
Carrying your cross. You understand? You gotta suffer things. You gotta suffer it. People at the job talking about what they'll do for $1 billion. You gotta suffer that. It's wow, really? But in your mind, you're like, this place is crazy. This place is crazy. You understand? So take advantage of what you know. And if you don't know something, learn about it. Read. As you read in the Bible, go ahead, sis.
I have a question, like,
Absolutely.
Because, like today, if I was to be like downtown or walking somewhere, and I see a group of things or something over there, but I got my Shield of David on, and I got my Unite or Die, black and brown, and as soon as I see them, I go like this and close my ears. That's like dropping my cross. I mean, like denying Christ in a way, because thinking they might say something and I be.
Okay, they're not gonna touch what they got going on. They're not gonna hide the fact that they are neo-Nazi.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that is a sense of being ashamed. Put it this way, I'm not taking my shield for nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you be professional. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Like at work, like you don't have to go to camp at work. You know what I mean? Like that's not wise. You know what I'm saying? Like what I mean by that. Like some jobs you can't wear jewelry. So if I take my jewelry off because of my job, that don't mean I don't want to get my chain caught in this goddamn machine and my head get cut off. You know what I'm saying? Don't be stupid. But if you go to the store and for whatever reason you don't want people to know that you're an Israelite, like I don't know why you would care that what people think. You know what I mean? They're gay. They don't give a damn about what you think. It's a 6'8" man woman right there. He ain't hiding that. What am I tuck my chain in for? Shoot.
Every time I go in the Arab store, stuff up another market, they always, I guess they feel like they just be staring,
But you know why they do that? Because they know.
Yeah, they know.
They know. Them Arabs know.
They know.
One of my friends, he was in the military, and he was stationed in Iraq. This was years ago, and he told me this when I was telling him about the truth. I was like, you know, we Israel, we Jacob, and them Arabs, they was riding around. I don't know what the term is, and it was like they had like a billboard that said, "Go home, Jacob. This is we're not your enemies."
Oh, right. Right.
Patrolling. And he was black. He was like, "Go home, Jacob. We're not your enemies." Right?
Wow.
And his instructor was some white dude. What does that be called? Like a drill sergeant?
It could be like your sergeant chief, whoever.
Yeah,
training commander.
Him. He told them to go. If you see anything like that, to destroy it or take it down, chop it up. But he was like, "Man, I remember that because I was telling him that we come from Jacob." He's like, "Damn, that makes sense because this one time I was stationed in Iraq because they know that they Ishmael too."
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They know the whole nine. You know, the problem is they think that they chosen.
That's
You know what I'm saying? But they not. But they know that, Jacob, this is not your fight. Like, what?
Damn.
That blew my mind. But you go to like a liquor store, be like, they be like, "Oh, you start at David."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You Ishmael, huh? Yes, buddy."
Right.
Yes, buddy. Right? Holy moly, the donut shop there. But nah, man. But no, on a serious note, get your studies in, man. Get your studies in. Build your spirit up. So, hey, you see the prayers? So my phone was the file I got on my phone. I don't. What? All right. Am I doing myself? Gonna close the Sabbath service. La Yashrala. Mayam Wakim Yakadam, which means to stand or rise and face the east. We throw up these prayers. We're going to throw up the Lord's Prayer. Follow along. Abanawa, Shemayim, Kodash, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakus Aba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ma'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Shemayim, Dalanawa, Come, Call, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kawaf Nawa, Wasalak Nawa, Kawati Nawa, Wala'ah, Abayah Nawa, Messiah Abal, Awashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Hayah, Lakah, Amalakwath, Waha'ala, Waha'ala, Wa'alamyam, Aman. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day, our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever.